I kid you not, FBI Ray came out this week and said there is going to be possibly a Hamas attack here on U.S. soil. Now, why is he saying that? Remember, this man knows, FBI knows a lot more than us. CIA knows a lot more than us. And when we start hearing warnings like that, I think what they're trying to do is say, hey, look, it can happen, and we're not really for bringing more here, but because of our southern border, it could happen. They're trying to make you not be surprised when it happens. Let's talk about today in this video. I think this is a very big concern. Hey guys, welcome to the Max. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, go down here, press subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. That does help us stay in the algorithm. We also are going to release the winner of the Chicken Coop $500 gift certificate at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So that's why it's always important to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up, comment below saying that you've done so. Now let's jump into the content of today. It's windy, so if it's messing with my mic, I'm sorry guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in South Mississippi, but it is very, very windy and actually getting really cool. So FBI Ray, he comes out and states there could possibly be a Hamas attack here on our grounds, here on the U.S. soil. Now, we've been talking about this one thing the last few days. We've talked about sleeper cells. We've talked about the dangers. And what's amazing is, again, the focus of the FBI and CIA for some reason has been on us, and the DOJ has been on us as conservatives, as Christian conservatives. However, now we're seeing the fact of the repercussions of non-closed borders, the repercussions of getting in wars that we shouldn't get into, putting our hand and dabbling it in everybody's business. So what are we doing? We're sitting here watching and saying that there could possibly easily be a Hamas attack, terrorist attack here on our grounds. Now, when someone of that stature says that, that means they are getting the information. They're hearing the reverberations. They're seeing the data. It's not just speculation anymore. It's not just propaganda anymore, because this is the guy who really doesn't like Trump, who really does like Biden, who tends to fall with the DOJ and fall against people like us. And now he's coming out saying this could be probable. So a few things. If he's saying it, there's two things he's saying. He's either saying, I'm warning you, that's why we got to close everything up, and it makes the Democrats look better because all of a sudden now Biden's going to finish the wall that Trump started, that kind of thing. They're going to use it for political gain. Or the fact is, there really has been reverberations of an attack here. We see these colleges and see people marching the streets for pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian movements. Do you realize if you were over there doing the same thing, you would die? They would kill you. They would persecute you. You can't be a Christian. You can't protest. You can't be part of any other religion or cult. You can't have freedoms of who you love. That doesn't work over there. So all you people that's on the campuses pushing for pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas movements, it looks like now they're going to be on our soil, and that's going to be a problem. They're not going to just say, thank you for standing up for me. No, they're going to kill you just like they want to kill all the rest of Americans. They're going to hurt us. Their goal is not to make America better. It's to literally destroy us. They always chant, destroy Israel and destroy America. Come on, people. We're allowing this to happen. We're allowing it to still happen. There's still not a wall up. There's still no borders. There's still not protection for us. And we're still thinking and mulling over bringing refugees here. Now, I did hear that Egypt was going to maybe take some Palestinians. But again, what are we doing here? We're going to call them refugees and put them on a boat and bring them right over here. Is that safe or not? And it goes back to us putting our boats over there and our ships over there. Also the fact that this Iran situation with, if Israel goes into ground troops and actually goes into Gaza, they're saying that they're going to step in. Well, remember, we just gave Iran $6 billion. And yes, we're trying to freeze it. Yes, we're trying to cut it off from them getting it. However, they've also made $80 billion of illicit funds off fuel sales based on us not watching it closely and raising those sanctions. That was not right for them to make, but they did. We also gave them back terrorists that we left here on our grounds. They did not go back to Iran. They stayed here. We just pardoned them and gave them clemency. So with all that being said, now you have the FBI saying, well, it could be dangerous. You know, I told you this the other day. Just think, if you left your doors open to your home, all of a sudden you put that in the paper. You write it on Facebook. You put it on the internet that you were going to invite people in. You're going to leave the doors open. Hey, you've got tons of food, tons of money. Just come right on in. And then you get home and you're like, man, I can't believe all these people came here. I don't know what they're doing here. I guess we need to lock the doors. Well, you've already allowed them in your home. You've already said they're welcome to come here. You've already pushed for them to have full rights to everything in your home, your food, your money, and everything. And now you're griping about it. And now you're like, woe is me. What am I going to do? They've destroyed my home. We're doing the same thing in America. Why do we not have sovereign borders? Do you realize I can't even go to Canada or Mexico and do the same thing? I can't just set up shop, set up house, and just file for amnesty and say that I'm ready to be a citizen and get free money from the government. Not even in Mexico, not even in Canada. And we're allowing it here because it plays into politics. It benefits the left. Listen to this tweet by your president. Said, we must not lose sight of the fact that the overwhelming majority of Palestinians have nothing to do with Hamas and these appalling attacks and are suffering as a result of them. Do you see that? He's already starting to make that spin. These are just refugees. They're not harmful people. We need to take care of them. We need to. However, they're electing Hamas to lead them. However, they're saying death to America. Palestinians don't like Israelis. It's just part of it. They don't like America. Go back and look at the footage of when 9/11 happened and when things happen here, when bombings happen, when attacks happen on Israel, and look at what's happening in the Gaza Strip and with the Palestinians. They are chanting death to America. They want to see us struggle. So why do we want to bring 1,500,000, 200,000 here illegally? We don't have the means and money and the wherewithal to take them. Again, they're not even assimilating here. We're not a Muslim country, so why don't we allow them to assimilate with other Muslim countries? All these groups are standing up. All these countries are standing up saying, we stand with the Palestinians. However, when it comes to them needing new homes, they're not allowing them to go into their countries. Makes no sense to me. Listen to this, what FBI Ray says. And again, I don't like FBI Ray. I personally think he's a sellout, but he did say this. He said, here in the U.S., we cannot and do not discount the possibility that Hamas and other foreign terrorist groups and organizations could exploit the conflict to call on their supporters to conduct attacks here on our soil. I don't believe someone of that caliber, that stature, has as much intelligence as he has, says that just lightheartedly and just to say it's a warning. I think he's saying we've already seen the signs of it. We already hear the chatter of it, maybe on the dark web, maybe through different intelligence services they have. But when he's saying it, he's just saying, I don't want you to be surprised, because we're not surprised. This is our fault. We allow these people in our country. We elect these guys to lead us, and all they're doing is literally destroying America by leaving our borders open, by not making it tough. We need to lock everyone out. There should be no refugees, no immigrants, nothing happening with American and new citizenship until we get our crap together here in America. We have to quit accepting everyone in. We need to start having power back here, and when we say, hey, Egypt, you've got to take these people, or else, that or else makes them take those people. When we say, Jordan, you've got to help. The West Bank, you've got to help. Well, you've got to help Syria. You've got to help with whatever country. It shouldn't be our job. But we're so weak and we're so powerless. We have no oil, so we're dependent on them. So we come to them like, we're begging, please take them. Instead, we're going to end up putting more refugees here. And it's all because this president is now making excuses. Oh, well, Hamas is bad, but you know, these Palestinians are not that bad. FBI Ray says, well, you know, there's people here that may be called to, you know, terrorize us. Well, that's because we've let them in. We've let them in. Hopefully you can still hear me. You have to watch yourself. You have to keep your head on a swivel. You have to make sure that you know where your family is at all times. Be the gray man. Get away from the city life. If you live in the cities, try to make every effort to get out of the cities. If you're living in big buildings, make sure that you're safe. Make sure you know your neighbor. Make sure you have somewhere to go just in case you had to. Make sure you know how to get in and out of the city. The cities are falling to pieces based on crime, based on the fact of the diversity issues that are happening. Like, I mean, pro-Palestinian rallies in these cities is absolutely crazy. It doesn't matter if you agree with Palestine or Israel. To say we're supporting what happened with death, period, is a bad thing. Guys, stay focused, stay vigilant, stay locked and loaded, and start preparing yourself to get through tougher times. I believe we're going to see a harder time in America, and it's going to take stronger men, stronger women, more focused Americans to stand up and to say, you know what, we want freedom and we want to keep freedom, and we're going to find people who support what we believe in. All right, before we end, the winner of the $500 gift certificate for the chicken coop is Julie Brown 5948. Julie Brown 5948. If you will, reach out to us, email us. If you don't want the gift certificate, we have other gifts we can swap out. If all of a sudden you say, hey, I don't need the gift certificate, I don't have chickens, I don't live anywhere I can afford to buy chickens, I live in the city, an apartment. Well, you can't have chickens, and there's no point in having a chicken coop. We can pass that gift to someone else, but reach out to us and let us know if you're interested in the $500 gift certificate because you have the land for chickens. If not, we have another gift that we can give to you, and we will have that for next month. So keep us updated, let us know. Thank you so much again for watching each and every day that we post on both channels. Guys, thank you for watching. God bless. Happy homestead, y'all.